Farms Makery. My name is Robin, and behind the camera, behind the computer is my husband Bill, helping us out, answering comments. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, comment, say hello in the comments, and we will get started. Let me get this up and going so you'll have a keyword ready. Again, hello, hello, hello. Hop on, say hi. Let's get this going. That should do it. Our keyword should be active now. Our keyword. Oh, you know what? I don't have a keyword in there. Hold on.
You didn't put it in?
No, what's our keyword?
Amy said hello.
What's our keyword?
Church.
Church. Church. Okay. Save. Now it should be good to go. Our keyword is church. So comment that and let's see if it works. Okay, looks like it is. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we have a beautiful craft today that I want to show you. Let me get that turned off. Of course, we would love it if you would give our page a heart. Facebook really pays attention to how many hearts the pages get. If you would follow us on Facebook at Raincross Farms Makery. We also have a account at YouTube. So if you would subscribe to us over there at YouTube, also Raincross Farms Makery, we would love that. And feel free to sprinkle this out to your crafty friends. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Tammy. Lots of names going by. Okay, I was a little cold. I'm starting to get a little warm, so I think I'm going to take this jacket off in a moment or two. Hello, Kathy. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Did you get all those names?
I know I said, I don't think I saw Margaret. I think I said hello to Sharon. Welcome, welcome. I can't see all of the comments, so if I didn't, okay, there's Barbara, Cynthia, Brenda, hello, Teresa. Happy birthday, Teresa. Happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Teresa.
Happy birthday.
Hello,
Teresa.
Maria. Hello, Lisa.
Maria's first time watching.
Okay, so
Live.
we just came out with some brand new holiday transfers, and one of the most popular ones was this one here. It is called Country Church, and so we are going to chalk this up. Isn't it beautiful? And we are going to chalk it on. It also also is available a wooden cutout. We are going to do it on the cutout because I have a special plan for this, but you could easily just chalk this on a flat surface. You could chalk it on, you could ink it on t-shirts, whatever. Anyway, we're going to put it on this flat surface, this wood cutout, and then we are going to add that to our letterboard. I'm going to show you a little trick to have to attach other objects to our letterboard. So let's get started. I'm going to start my timer. We've got two things going on tonight, prize-wise. Every Sunday night, we have a weekly giveaway. And in order to get entries into that weekly giveaway, every time we go live, we give you a keyword to comment, and that gets you another entry into our weekly giveaway. So our keyword tonight is church, and comment that, you'll get an entry into Sunday night's drawing. Because we are hosting Craft Round the Clock tonight. Welcome, Craft Round the Clockers tonight. Because we're doing that, we usually get a few more viewers. So we are going to have, if we can get 25 live viewers at some time tonight. I thought we were almost there and we lost a few. But we will have a drawing at the end of tonight just for people who get entered during this live. So in order to get an entry into tonight's giveaway, just comment, and I have set my timer and I've started it. So every few minutes, the timer will go off, and Bill's job is to check the comments on his screen, and the last comment that comes up when the timer goes off gets entered into a ticket for our end of the live drawing. So hopefully that makes sense. So just comment throughout the whole thing. Hello, Mimi. Hello, Heather. Hello again, Tammy. We are doing good tonight. A little stormy outside. We've got some fires several miles down the road that have us not particularly concerned, but we have some friends who are involved in that. So, but otherwise we're doing pretty good. Yes, Joanne. Hey, Joanne. Old churches, old wooden churches. So we are going to chalk on this. So let's get started. I am going to start with my fuzz cloth. These are, if you haven't followed before, these are self-adhesive silk screen transfers. And they've got a very sticky back. And so when I go to pull it off of this surface, I don't want it to stick so tightly that I stretch or tweak or warp my transfer when I pull it off. So I'm putting just a little bit, right? Nothing like a good craft. I don't know that our friends are crafting right now. I think they're hoping their generator holds out. Yes, thank you. We are definitely praying for them. So I've got just a little bit of fuzz to kind of tamp down the stickiness of this. And we are going to actually start with an outline because we're going to kind of paint this up a little bit. So I'm going to center that up. Our transfers, our newer transfers are kind of see-through, transparent, so you can see really easily where it's going on the surface. I'm just pushing that down so I don't have any gaps or bubbles or big pieces of fuzz. And I'm going to start with my bark colored. So the outline is going to be in this dark brown. Then we are going to paint in some details with this camel, which is a little lighter brown, and some other details with ocean mist, a light blue. And then we're going to go over some more details with the door and some other things with this is our cherry and our black velvet. So let's start with our dark brown, our bark. Yes, very pretty color. Yes, Brenda, I love this stencil too. I'm probably going to use it over and over and over. Okay, it's a little damp, so I'm going to dry it. So I'm going to put a little bit of paste on my squeegee. And I'm just going to go over this. And this is going to give us our outline. And I'm praying I have enough time to do this. Hope I haven't bitten off more than I can chew. So if you are interested in these supplies, I do have a cart link that you can take a look at. When you comment church, you will get a message to your messenger. That's telling you that, confirming that you have an entry into our drawing. But there's also some buttons you can click. And if you click on the one that says product info, you'll get another message, and you can click on another button that says today's supplies. And that will give you a cart of all of these supplies, transfers, surfaces, tools that I'm using. So you can take a look at that. It's no obligation. You just take a look around. Okay, so I'm going to peel this off. This is gorgeous. Just the plain, but we're going to enhance it. So I'm going to need to put this down. I'm going to spray it with some water. And actually, I'm going to kind of let this dry. While this is drying, I'm going to clean this because we're going to need it again. So I'm going to start with a Swedish dishcloth, or you could use a paper towel. And that's just going to get that top layer of paste off. timer.
That's Heather Richards.
Okay. Hold on to that name. Now I'm going to switch over to our board eraser, and this is going to pull all of that paste out of that screen, because that's what's important when we're cleaning these. Very easy to clean them. And I'm going to go over the back too to get the paste that has crept onto the back, and I'm also kind of pulling off some of that fuzz that we put on there. So this will be ready when we need it. So let's get this out and dry this. Oh, I better put down that name before I forget. What do you say? Heather Richards.
And don't forget to hit your timer.
You're right. Okay, Heather Richards goes in the bucket. Start the timer again. Now I'm going to dry this. So Cynthia, yes, it does look beautiful. Just the outline looks gorgeous. We're going to make it gorgeouser. I finished. I attempt to, Cynthia. I generally don't sell them online because I hate shipping. But I have in town, a town about 15 miles away, I have a, there's a crafters mall, and I have a booth there. And I take my finished goods there and attempt to sell them there.
What is a board eraser?
What is the board eraser? A board eraser is one of these. It's very similar to a magic eraser. It's kind of that same material, but it works really well. It's actually like an ultra fine sandpaper in a sponge form. But I sell those in my shop. If you click on that cart link, you'll see them in there. They work great for cleaning out our transfers. I highly recommend you use those to clean your transfers. Other things you can kind of do without, you can use other generic products, but like for this, you could use a hairdryer, but for cleaning your transfers, I really do recommend the board erasers. Okay.
Robin, did you see that Jesse says that the power, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Jesse said the power time.
Huddled around watching crafts. Okay, so again, here is just the outline. Now we are going to, let's see, I'm going to break out the camel, which is a lighter brown. Oh, and this one's brand new. Take the lid off. And I'm going to stir this up. And we are going to use this like a paint.
Maria, I thought you were asking where are we located? Where is it located?
Oh, it is located in Clarkston, Washington, which is we are right at the Idaho-Washington border. It is actually in Clarkston, Washington. Just a little bit down the road. So I'm going to take some of this paste and I'm going to thin it down just a bit with some distilled water. And I'm using distilled water because if I have any leftover, if I've used distilled water, I can put it right back in my jar. And I don't have to worry about it growing any little bugs or mold or anything like that. Hello, Nicole. Don't recognize your name. Are you new? Hello, Maria.
Where is that color? What color is that you're working with?
Okay, that I'm working with right now. This is camel, and I was working with bark. Okay, so I've got this thinned down. I'm going to find a small paintbrush, and I'm just going to paint this on. So I'm going to paint. Let's see, I'm going to paint this part up here, and I'm just going over that. I kind of got a guide over here that I'm looking at. I'm just kind of painting over that, and we're gonna lay that transfer back down and put those details back in again over the top. There. Going to do these eaves. And this is really, I'm really just looking at the sample that comes in our lookbook catalog. I'm kind of copying that. To do over the door.
Yeah, Margaret, she's doing it freehand, but she's doing it on something she printed, so she's got her outline.
So I chalked over it, and that gave me the outline. And so now I'm just kind of filling this in. It is optional. I don't have to do it, but if I want to fancy it up.
That is Patty Mason Lentz.
Patty Mason Lentz. There's another new name. We have lots of newbies in here. Patty. Okay, I've got Patty in the jar, and I've got the timer restarted. Do this over the door.
Chris asked a question here. Back up. Is that from a kit you sell?
It is not a kit. The transfer is sold by itself, and the wooden cutout is sold by itself. Let me see. Do I have everything I wanted to paint? I think so. Okay, so I've got all of my. I'm trying to see how I've got that painted there. Clean out my brush. And I'm going to dry that just a bit. And I'm going to put a little bit of light in these windows here on the sides here. So I'm going to do the same thing with my ocean mist, a really pale blue. Same thing. I'm going to get just a tiny little bit out. Dab of water. Bring it down. And got the brush. Same thing. I'm just going to go over those panes of glass. Now I'm covering up my outline, but that's okay. I'm going to go over it again one more time with my transfer. Kind of like a coloring page. Paint by numbers. Okay. Now I've got the blue in the windows. Fill this up. And I'm going to give it a dry. I'm doing good on time. Now this also comes with some other pieces. So here is the door, which we're going to chalk. And then there's some hinges and some windows in the door. And then there's also this little saying, may the joy of the season fill your heart. And then there's also, if you wanted to put like planter boxes on the side, there's like a little planter box and a plant. We are not going to do that.
Barbara said is that a magnolia?
Not Magnolia, it's Chalk Couture. And again, if you're interested in taking a look at the supplies that I'm using, when you comment church, you will get a link telling you that you are entered into the weekly drawing. And there will be, if you click on the button below that says product info, you get another message, and then you click on the one that says that today's supply. Okay, now I'm going to be putting another sticky transfer over the top of this to do that door. So I don't want to pull up the paint that I just put down with my sticky transfer. So I'm taking a little bit of surface wax. This is just clear paste wax. And I'm going to just lightly go over this. And that will create just a slight barrier between the paint that's on here and the sticky transfer so that it won't get pulled up. Okay, and I have another name.
That would be Barbara Polston.
Barbara Polston. Okay, let me get that name down. Okay, she is entered. And okay, so just a little bit of wax. I might need this again, so I'm going to leave it out. And I'm going to pull out the door transfer. Okay, and again, I'm going to fuzz it just to lighten up that stickiness.
Margaret's saying make sure it's the wax.
Yes, and not the paint.
Been there and done that.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to center that. And we are going to make this a red door because red doors are a thing.
Yes, dear.
When we were painting our house, they asked me what color door I wanted. No, this was our house too. What color door I wanted. And I said red. And the painter was like, red? Why do you want a red door? I tried to explain to him, red doors are a thing. So, I got a red door. And he ended up saying it looked pretty good. If he didn't know red doors were a thing.
Brenda Sweeney is here from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Woohoo! Welcome
She's
to
on YouTube.
Awesome. Welcome, YouTubers. We are streaming both in Facebook and YouTube.
And Denise Young is here, and she says she's new here. Denise, it says she is asking for church for the information.
Oh, on YouTube?
So the first post on that live chat is the link for your information.
Door, look at that door. Isn't that awesome?
And we will put you into the weekly drawing, Denise.
Yes. If you are watching on YouTube, my message bot doesn't work on YouTube. So we have given you the link, which kind of bypasses the messaging. So if you're on YouTube, in the description, look for the link that says m.me, and that'll get you the same information if you commented church on YouTube.
Yeah, Barbara said she wanted a red door, and her husband nixed the idea.
Nix. Okay, so I'm drying this. I also have a little window piece. And I have some hinges and like a door knocker that I'm going to put on here. Okay, I think I'm going to do those last. And I'm going to put a little more wax with that door because it didn't get wax. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this transfer again. We're going to lay it down. Finish drying it off. We're going to lay it back down on the top because when I painted over this, I kind of painted over a lot of details, which is fine because I'm going to put those details back in again by putting this back down over the top. So I have fuzzed it to line it back up. That's the great part of it being transparent. I can line it up just about exact.
Of course, we can see your head.
Sorry.
That's okay, you're fine, honey. Do what you gotta do.
Sorry.
It's pretty nice how you can line it up
Yep.
like that.
Yeah. Our old transfers, oh, that looks good. Don't, oh, I moved it. Our old transfers, they weren't quite as transparent, so it was much harder to get them lined up. Good. Okay, so push that down.
Yep. Lisa Terrace.
Lisa Terrace. You get your name down. Okay, you are entered. I have restarted the clock. Okay, so I'm going to go back over this again with the bark. And it's going to put back in all of those details I covered up.
Sorry, Patty, I had to be silly.
What are you doing?
Yes, Tammy, we can all see your comment.
Of course, I'm not watching comments.
Well, you know, I respond to the people on YouTube, and I don't know if they're following the chat, the live chat. So I hope they do.
Okay, I've done over this again. And I'm going to peel that off. And then boom, all of that detail is back in there. You can see it especially around the windows. Okay, let's put that down. I'm going to spray it. I'm not going to clean it again in front of you, but I'm going to spray it so that paste stays damp. That makes it easier to clean. And I'm going to dry this. We've got a little bit more. We've got the window to the door and the hinges. And then we're going to work on the letterboard part. So Rose, it's fine. You're never too late. And you can always watch the replay. Now this is a reusable surface. So if I messed it up and didn't like it, I could completely scrape it off and redo it. Or if I wanted to do some different colors later, this is a reusable surface. Okay, and let's see. I think I'm done with the red and for the cherry and the bark. I'm done with those, and I'm going to switch over to black. This is our black velvet. And I'm going to start with the window. I'm better safe than sorry. I'm going to put just a little wax. Just a little wax on this. And And I'm going to put this in the window.
Tammy, I don't know what's for dinner because I'm down here poking buttons instead of up there fixing it.
Okay, and I'm gonna use my multi-tool for this, kind of small. So I'm gonna do that window in black. Build that up. And then here is the hardware, the latches on the door. Kind of eyeball. Let's see, that needs to go, right?
Patty, we are in a place called Julietta, Idaho.
Okay, there we go. Down, looky, looky, looky. And that, look at that detail. I just love that. Okay,
Where we at, Tammy?
timer.
That's Margaret.
Margaret Bayern. Hey, let's get her entered. And okay, so this is done. I'm going to kind of let it dry, and we're going to switch over to our letterboard. Now, thankfully, I've got a lot of this done. So this is our letterboard. It is also in that shopping link if you're interested. We also made one. If you watched me months ago, I actually made a duplicate out of this out of cardboard. So you might want to go back and find that. And I'm going to use, it comes with a set of letter tiles that you slide in to type out, to spell out your words that you want. I have 2 different fonts. This is the letterboard font. It's just a very basic sans serif font. I also have this one. This is called the Farmhouse letterboard font. If you like it a little more fancy. And these pieces, it comes with 12. I recommend you buy an extra set of 12 so you can spell out longer phrases. But these things are reusable also. So let me show you. I have one that I chalked the R on, and I didn't like it. It's kind of messed up. So let me show you how easy this is to clean off. Let's get a paper towel. Put this aside. I'm going to just spray this with water. So if you make a mistake or if you want to change it up, I'm just going to spray that with water. I'm going to get my paste scraper. If you don't have one of these, you could just use like the side of a credit card or a plastic spatula. And I'm just going to take this and scrape that paste off. That gets most of it off. You can still kind of see a little bit left. I'm going to get my board eraser, and that is going to take the rest of that off. So you can do both sides. You can completely change it up. Okay, and we chalk this the exact same way. So let's do that R again. So I've got just the letter R. I've cut these apart. I'm going to lay that down, press it down, get my paste.
It's about 10 minutes till 7 o'clock here, Tammy.
Just chalk over it just like I did with everything else. Peel it off, and there's my letter. Ta-da! Super easy. Super duper easy. Okay, let me put that down. Thank you, Liz. Thank you so much for the stars. We so appreciate that. So I already have the letters done. Now you be thinking what you would put on yours. I am going to do, I can turn it your way. Okay, so you just slide these in, whatever you want it to say. So you tell me what you would want yours to say, because we're going to put this church on there. So I already chalked these up, but you just do it that same way I showed you. Yes, you're going to need a board eraser.
That is correct, Liz.
They're in my shop.
It is Pacific time.
Yes, the Craft Around the Clock does some amazing stuff. So I'm just going to have it say Little Country Church. You tell me what you would want it to say.
Liz, you might remember. I don't know if Liz would remember Love Song during Little Country Church or not.
Okay. Timer.
Did we already get Barbara? We did. We got Barbara, so we'll back up. Patty, we got Patty. Chris Anderson.
Chris. Okay, we've got Chris in the bucket. Okay, so we've got Little Country Church, and then this just happens to fit right there, but you're thinking, how is it going to stick in? So this is what I'm going to do. I got some of these leftover paint stir sticks, and I trimmed them down to about, about 2.5 inches, the same size here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these are going to kind of be like a placeholder. So I'm going to decide where I want this, and I'm going to center these. Just you wait and see. Okay, so I've kind of got these stuck in there so they will hold. They're like a little placeholder. Now I need something to lift it up. So I got a couple of Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to glue these down right on top of there.
Ooh, that's good. Kathy says faith, love, and hope.
Ooh, that would be good.
That'd be a nice one in there, and it'd fit well.
Yes. You've got 4 lines, but depending on how big your whatever it is you want to stick on the side here. This would be awesome with our club design with the cutout pumpkin. You could do the same thing here. So now these are sticking up above the board. And so I'm going to turn this around. I can see it. And I'm just going to glue this onto these. And then this piece will slide in and out. It's not going to be permanent.
Rhonda says, come and rejoice.
Come and, very good. I was thinking come and worship. But I just decided Little Country Church. So once that dries, this whole thing will slide out because it's attached to these little puppies right there. Isn't that creative? So here's our project, Little Country Church. You could make it say whatever you wanted. Chapel of Love. That would be cute. Ooh. Yes, you could always change it out. You could do something seasonal. You could find things, and they don't have to be chalk things. They could just be little shapes that you can find at Dollar Tree. You can make it seasonal, so you can have something for Christmas, something for Valentine's Day, something for St. Patrick's Day. That's the beauty of the set. You can change it all up. So again, the supplies are found in my cart link, and I already told you how to find it. So click on, after you've typed in church, click on product info, and then click on today's supplies, and you can get all the supplies for this baby. Hey, so I hope you love that. Very cute. Thank you. Thank you. Look at all those hearts. Thanks so much. Okay, let's see. Are we ready for our draw? We've got a couple of minutes. Did anybody have any question? You spelled cool wrong. Okay. Oh, I did want to do something. I'm trying something new. A new feature on Facebook. So you're going to be my guinea pigs. I want you to type #club. #club, no spaces. Hashtag is that little pound sign. #club in the comments, and it should send you a message. So try that and tell me if it works. #club. In fact, you'll get some information about my club special for the rest of August. So take a look at that. So if you would help me see if it works, #club, and tell me if it sends a message to your messenger.
Well, you got a bunch of people.
It won't. Yeah, it does not. It does not.
Won't register here.
It doesn't It doesn't send a reply to your comment, but it should send you a message to your messenger. Okay, so it's working. Good. Woohoo!
And you can do it on. You can type in #club on YouTube, and we'll
get you the information.
Yeah,
if you want to.
it
Okay,
to you.
good. Okay. Too many C's and L's there, Tammy. Okay, so let's do our drawing. I know we had more than 25 at one point. I think I looked up and there were like 29 or 30. So let's do 2 winners tonight. Okay, let's see. Our first winner is this person. Barbara Polston. You are our first winner. I will be reaching out to you by messenger to get some information so I can get just the best Happy Mail for you. Who's up after me? I do not remember. I'm sorry. Okay, and one more winner. Okay, Barbara, look for a message for me. You don't have to answer it tonight. And Heather Richards. Woohoo! So Barbara and Heather are tonight's winners. Anybody who commented church is going to be entered into our Sunday night drawing. That you do not have to be present to win. But thanks so much for joining us on this segment of Craft Around the Clock. I'm sorry I forgot to look up and see who was up next, but whoever it is going to be wonderful, and they're going to have a beautiful craft, I just know. And get yourself one of these, and it'll last you for years. Okay, so you all have a great night. Do something creative every day. Oh, and that's my cardboard one that I found all the pieces to. And just have fun. So we will see you again later. Bye-bye, everybody.